If there's one thing this World Cup is teaching, especially for many here in Brazil, it's that it's not for money, right? And it's not for easy cash that you'll be able to show your love for your country, for your nation. The demonstration of love for the homeland. The way Americans show love for their country is a beautiful, wonderful thing. While we saw those two freeloaders, especially Alcione, she hasn't really played music in years, right? She lives off her past, if she ever really had one, because that's how it is. There were so few options, right? Alcione, Maria Bethânia, Caetano Veloso, Gilberto Gil, all that crap, right? Who put on that embarrassing spectacle at Maracanã, and we saw the Americans here. Singing there, American artists. Without getting paid, without getting Lei Rouanet, without getting government benefits, those guys go for the soul, not for the money. Hit the like button. There's a lot of news, so hit that button and go all out. And come be part of our family by subscribing here to the Gente channel. Before that, I want to take the opportunity to show you here the Lin fever. I always post videos here, like the one I made recently. It's 2 kilos in a day. Then people say, no, it's just water and stuff. Look at the images. Look at my face. Look at my face. I'm only selling the product here because I fully trust it. Look at my face. Look at the image. This was just months ago, not even a year ago, just months. I know what I'm talking about. Look at my pants, look how loose they are. And look, they're already like this. I don't even wear a belt. Look, I can fit a hand in here. The product works, obviously. You have to have, right? Discipline, that's how dieting is. We have to plan, but it helps a lot of people. It was 20 kilos that I lost, right? After 40, we end up in a more difficult situation. To lose weight, it's really harder, even practicing physical activity every day. And I wasn't able to lose weight, focus, discipline, manage to lose. The images speak for themselves. Look at my face. My face is totally different, right? So, it's worth it for you if you don't want to miss this opportunity. An easier way, natural, extremely natural. It's a little powder that you add, right? Especially to those greasy meals, it will help you get rid of fat, lose inches. The link is right here, just below. A great opportunity to lose weight in a healthy way, with quality of life. It totally changes things. Pants that didn't fit before start to fit. Our self-esteem gets much higher. That's a fact, right? The link is here, just below. For those who don't want to miss this opportunity to lose weight today. Okay, is that it? I'll always praise the United States, always. I'll praise China. Iran Hamas Juba. Now you can even praise Venezuela because the country is growing. Steakhouses, stores, prosperity, and progress. I'm happy about that. I want that for Cuba. Right? But I will never ever praise China, for example. Right? With that nefarious Chinese party. Nothing against the people, but very much against those elements. Here is the symbol bird. Symbol. Right, freedom in the United States, right? And look at that. I was watching, right? An American eagle. Trump is so crazy that he hosted a UFC event, guys. Yeah, right in front of the White House. Look how cool that is. A UFC event in front of the White House. Americans, they really know how to put on a show. Americans know how to put on a show. Look at that. Look at the World Cup we're watching. The organization, everything is beautiful, wonderful. Everything is wonderful. Do you know what's even more unbelievable? Globo is really trying to badmouth the United States, right? They're desperate over there. Those guys are so low that they're trying to badmouth the United States, right? Look how absurd that is, right? Look at Globo, look at the jealousy. Beer for 80 rays, sandwiches for 160. The prices of snacks at the stadium during Brazil's debut in the World Cup. Here it is. I checked it out and said, let's try to understand this. The fans who went to watch Brazil and Morocco, right, found high prices at the Mad Life Stadium snack bar. They forget how much things cost at the World Cup in 2014 here in Brazil. They forget. And here's the thing. Our money is worth nothing, you idiots. Our money, because look, the beer costs $16. $16? You might say, no, it's expensive. For us, it's expensive. For Americans, it's expensive. To them, it's like 16 rays. Don't make that kind of conversion. $16 for an American is just 16. It should be 16 rays for us. Our currency should be valued. Why isn't it? We're paying for Petrobras corruption. We've been paying for Lula's corruption since he first took office as president, as a representative. We're paying for Dilma's corruption. We're paying for the corruption of several Workers' Party supporters, the construction companies, Odebrecht. We're paying for all of this. That's why our currency is devalued. It was supposed to be 16. Our currency was supposed to be highly valued. $16 for him there, and 16 rays for us. So I say this, look, hot dog, $18. To an American, that's like 18 rays for us. I pay 18 rays for the hot dog I eat every now and then. 18 to 20. I like meat. I don't like the mixed one. I like meat. If it's the mixed one, it's because my boy likes the mixed one. Then it's 20, but mine is 18. Ground beef, ketchup, mustard, sausage, stuff like that. If it's the big one, it's 28, right? The giant one from Japa Lanches here in my city, right? I go there, it's on the corner. It's on the corner. I like it that way. Right? That one, the really nice one, bro. It's stuffed. It's 28. But I think it came with a kilo of ground beef. A kilo of ground beef. I don't even know how he manages to do that. I've been eating there for years, but that's not it. Look at that. Lobster sandwich, $32. They're lobster sandwiches. Lobster, $32. It should be 32 rees here for us. I'd like to see, if the World Cup were here, how much would a hot dog cost? He used to say, look, at the World Cup, it was 30. Did you see what happened there at the World Cup? What are these shameless guys talking about? They're talking, you see, even though those guys were selling water for 50 rays. Remember, at last year's World Cup, a bottle of water cost 50 rays, a chicken pastry, 60 rays, a chicken pastry. And everything was bad, by the way. Yeah, those were the weirdest chicken pastries ever. Good coccinha is made with cassava. I doubt they use cassava at the World Cup. Seriously, I doubt it. And it's so easy to make coccinha with cassava. You cook the cassava, wait a bit, mash it, open it up, put in ground beef, shape it, coat it with panko breadcrumbs. That's it, straight into the frying pan. Delicious. $60 worth of wheat dough, right? Wheat. And what are these guys talking about here? Guys, they're really nasty. They want to take down the United States no matter what. Anyway, I didn't find anything expensive here. It's the Americans, it's their purchasing power. Water there is $5. Which is equivalent to 5 reais for us here. Their money over there. I didn't see anything expensive. Nothing. Of course, our currency is worthless. They robbed us big time. Look at our water and electricity bills. Our electricity bill. Lula stole. That's the price I paid for giving Lulinha a 300,000 reais monthly allowance. Or Lula's brother, who works at the second most corrupt union. That's the price to be paid. Fact. And in the middle of the event, you know, the UFC, the eagle landed on the coach's arm. The Americans went wild. Look how cool that is. Look how cool that is. Americans know how to do it. These guys can be as jealous as they want. Try to bite. But they can't, right? A bunch of jealous and parasitic people were paying. 517 million rees. So, Globo can keep writing these stupid articles here. Globo has never gotten as much public money as it's getting now. Never in history, never, never. And then, look at this example. Right? Trump called the United States team during the match. Before, right, at their debut. He called them, right, and said this. Look, he said the Americans have a chance to win the cup. And they do, huh? They played really well, really well. I was surprised by the United States team. It was a beautiful victory for the United States, and Japan today as well, against the Netherlands. The Netherlands is a really strong team, right? Look, really awesome. I loved it. The Japanese team, obviously. Except for Brazil. I'm not one of those who root for Argentina. I like Argentina more today because of Millennial. But I'll be honest, I'm not one of those who go around wearing Argentina's jersey. No. Now, Japan and the United States are a whole different story, right? So, I'll tell you guys. When the United States national anthem was being played at the stadium, I can't show the footage. This causes a lot of trouble. Look at Beckham showing so much respect. Beckham is English. But look at Tom Cruise here. Love for the homeland. Look over there. Because that's natural for him. It's natural for Americans. They have a huge love for their country. Unlike, look, these two artists here who sang, look. There's no scheme, Rowan. There's no possibility of a scheme, Rowan. The guys went to sing the American anthem with their soul. But with their soul. With that passion, you know? They didn't miss a single comma, unlike these fools here, right? Who presented that grotesque thing we saw. But Ruaneda. Assistance. Because here in Brazil, it's not enough for the poor to accept poverty. Poverty also has to accept supporting wealth. Little João. It's a shame. It's a shame as a Brazilian to see such a pathetic scene. A woman who is of advanced age, with all due respect to her age, with all due respect. But if she, as an artist, doesn't know how to sing the national anthem, she goes to a Brazilian national team game without knowing the lyrics to sing the anthem of her own country. No, it's one thing if Jose from the corner doesn't know. The guy didn't prepare, he forgot what he learned in school and so on. But it's another thing when it's an artist for years. Okay, she's not really been an artist for years, right? She got public money, she's not an artist. She's a public employee. But not knowing your own country's anthem is a shame. You keep trying to bash the United States. We're ahead of them, okay? That's just a lot of jealousy. Share this video a lot, smash the like button, go for it, come join our family and subscribe to the channel. Look at what's left for Globo, Water Inspector. Water and Snack Inspector in the United States. Just to try to defend the indefensible. That's all for the bootlickers. Look, I'm charging $5 for the water. Did they want to charge 5 reais? I'm charging 80 reais for the snack. For them over there, 16. $16 for the snack? Is that money for the American attending the World Cup? They're still there. I'm there to finish. They're still being very, very kind. Because only here, as I say again during the World Cup, a coxina costs 60 reais. The guys want to discuss the price. From the World Cup. I'm not talking about that cup that caught fire. It ended in flames. Tragedy. We're talking about the greatest World Cup in history. In the history of the world, okay? And the World Cup is amazing. It's amazing. The World Cup is amazing. Fact. Hit the like button, come join our family, subscribe to the channel.